School for me is scary. Um, it's not fun. I dread going to school every morning and being in a classroom full of people who do not share the same interests and values that I do.
It's scary because I don't know how people are going to perceive me when I dress a certain way or if I present myself a certain way to different people.
School is hard, but it will prevail. I have faith in them.
We
Our society is becoming more and more diverse each and every day. The social norm of 2015 is completely different than the social norm back in the 1960s. Back then, interracial relationships were completely frowned upon, let alone same-sex couples. However, today, each are becoming more and more common. I'm not here to talk to you about the Human Rights Campaign. However, I am here to talk to you about an organization referred to as GLSEN, which stands for the Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network. Our younger generation, our youth, whether lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, is our future generation. It's up to society to be able to mold and educate these individuals to becoming great leaders. Every child deserves a safe place, a place to express themselves, and that's what GLSEN is all about within the school district. They serve students K through 12, just to provide an atmosphere for them to where they literally feel safe to be who they truly are. Part of their mission statement, it actually states that they recognize forces such as racism and sexism to have similarly adverse impacts on the community. And that's something that they're working hard to eliminate for these students. They have weekly meetings set up for the LGBT community in certain school districts, but this doesn't mean that each and every topic has to do with LGBT issues. They're there to mentor these students. They're there to help them with their homework. They're there to guide them to be the best that they can essentially be as a human being. There's summer camps provided. The Cincinnati chapter last year took a group of students over to Guam just to experience life in a whole new culture, not to be judged, not to be looked at, not to be laughed at, but just to enjoy life without having to worry about those adversities against them. And GLSEN paid for the trip for those students. They took care of their flight, they took care of the reservations, everything so that they could truly focus on just being children. That's what it's all about. LGBT students often face major depression. It's been known that several studies have been found that transgender students face harassment and assault. Not even just from their peers, but their teachers and even sometimes their parents. Just last year, back in December of 2014, there's this transgender girl by the name of Alcorn, just down the road, down here, Cincinnati, a couple hours from Toledo. She felt as if that the world that she was living in was not best for her. She felt like any other transgender child that no one accepted her, no one was there for her, and everybody pretty much just judged her. She left a suicide note for her parents at home, as well as leaving several posts on different social media network sites expressing how she felt and expressing how she wished she could make a difference in the world so that she could feel more comfortable being here with us. Later that night, she stepped out to I-75 southbound and stepped in front of a semi-truck, and it essentially killed her on impact. She took her own life, literally, because she felt like she was not accepted for the person that she was. And no child should ever have to feel like they're alone. Another huge issue is eating disorders. these children feel like they're not big enough to be, the person that they are, or they don't fit in, they don't look right, they don't feel like the world accepts them for who they are, let alone how they look. And it's sad that kids at such a young age have to experience this. These children, I'm sorry, behind me were just giving their kind of opinion on how they feel at school, talking about being afraid and being scared, and my heart goes out to them. If I could show this whole video, it's about a little over 2.5 minutes long. If I could show this whole video, it would show how grateful these children are to have a program like Glisten in their school district to help them and to guide them and to provide that safe place for them. I'll share with you one more thing about this video, and that's there's a girl here who was selected to be a student ambassador for her freshman class out of 150 students. And because a parent complained that she was a part of the LGBT community, she had her position stripped away from her. Not because she wasn't a good leader, but because someone felt like because she was a lesbian that she couldn't lead her peers. And I think that is absolutely insane, to take away someone's right, to take away someone's opportunity to be the best that they could be. There's a lot of different ways that we can become a part of this movement. By becoming a leader would be the first step. I personally know a leader by the name of Adrian Bargo. He's also transgender himself, and he helps out a lot with the Cincinnati chapter. He's there for these kids. He knows what it's like to be in their shoes, and he's expressed to me how great of a program this actually is in helping succeed to minimalize this hate towards our youth who are different, but really not. They're just themselves. Another way to get involved is by donating. Like I mentioned before, the trip to Guam was completely paid for by donations that could be made at their website at any time. It's www.glsen.com, or I'm sorry, .org. You can go there anytime, check out their website. I'm going to try to post this video or post a link to this video so that if you are interested, you can take a look at it, grab an idea for yourself. But at the end of the day, what matters the most is that our youth feel like they're accepted and they're given each and every opportunity as any other child in this world to be great. I'm willing to take a stand. I'm willing to help out, but the question is, are you going to do your part? If you do, great, but if not, I understand. There's a lot of different aspects, opinions, and thoughts on this topic. Some people like it, some people don't. I can't speak for those people, but what I can say is that this video is powerful. And if you would take 2.5 minutes before you make your decision, I'm sure it would tremendously help someone's life that is possibly thinking about taking their own life. So, thank you.